I'm the color's been hidden from history. You ain't know the color of misery's brown skin. You ain't gotta listen me tell you how I win. We've been through more troubles than others, times 10. Ain't got it to give, but cool, I lend. Now how about you who said you're my friend? I'm not Pyru, but I'm riding to the end. Down to shed blood, every brother's my kin. If I said I love you, then yeah, I meant it. The name's Cali Cole, but call me a lieutenant. Through life's highs and lows, I strive to keep winning, but I'm about to explode if these coppers keep killing. And it's right in your face, disgrace beyond limits. Private Ryan, save face till your partner stop killing. We need the power of the Christ, so tonight we'll start healing. Then we'll work on the poison all the hustlers dealing. When I tell you nobody
knows the trouble I feel. Nobody knows the sorrow. Cause I got tree fade, look, I'm good. And I be on the clouds. If you need me, I got tree fade.
I'm in T-Bay, now I'm on replay, now I'm always gone. All the wars wanna see me, but the road, yeah, need me. I be gone for the weekend, cross the globe. If it need me, rocking shows, I'm on TV, but they know I'm on tree fade. I sell to y'all like eBay, gotta take this phone call that a business meeting. I get a lot of phone calls, that's a lot of business meeting. Soon I put this mic down, clientele, I'm about to meet them. I run circles, plus I blow circles. Bet you y'all squares can't fuck with my circle. Terminate, I hurt you, shit blow your life purple. I'm the same one who told you y'all surface. This shit gets deep, gotta go beneath the surface. Heard you don't smoke weed, cause you said make you nervous. You ain't built like me, I'm a little more impervious. Unflappable, I'm something magical. Just might disappear, you catch your attitude. You ain't gotta fuck with me, you ain't gotta do. In my Tupac voice, I ain't mad at you. All my words get buried, at least.
Yeah, I got tree fade, smoking drain, like it's my B-day. I be cool and getting gone, you got to stay sane these days. If I got worries, they get
black is at, welcome you to the west. The black is at, the black is at, the black is at.
Yo, yo, yo. Yo, hey, I got my brother. Hold on. Let me get it right. Yeah, I got the brother. Vijay in the building. Brother, you know, of course, in South India. You know, I'm in South America, not South America, South, you know, down south, north. I don't know. I think we got a little
echo from my side. Yeah. I'm driving in Calico, so I'll be on mute, okay?
Yeah, it's all good. The people could hear you. That's all that really matter. Yeah, now your volume went out. Sound went out. Your sound went out. Y'all see Lil Mama done took over. She's taking over the show. You know, momentarily, she's gonna work on the logistics and get all of the sounds and everything accurately working, and we'll be right on the way. Now, but for sure though, I'm definitely finna touch on our Indo means Indian. So, you know, we always see this word a lot. Just like we'll be yeah, let me show you. So it all makes sense. You know what I mean? so we don't think I'm just talking. But literally, the word Indo. Yeah, the word Indo definitely, that we've seen them, 1,000 times. When we see like Indo-European, when we see an Indo, it's always meant Indian, So being that it means Indian, then ask yourself, who is the Indo-European and what does that truly mean, right? When they say Indo-European, most times they're definitely talking about they're meaning Indo like proto. They're meaning Indo like the first. So we're talking about when we say Indo-European, we're talking about the first Europeans. There's no way around that. Even if you say Indo-European language, then we're talking about the Indian. Yeah, mic check. Let me see. What I got here. Peace to everybody that's done tapped in. Some of y'all done came in, came out. Regardless, hit that like button on your way in. I appreciate you. Let me see. Make sure, hey, mic check. Just making sure that ain't too loud for the people that's. But yeah, back to it. When I say Indo, and we get a view of India over there in the bottom screen. Y'all see Brother Vijay. Matter of fact, let me show you right quick. But we looking at India. Really beautiful place.
You got the ego, brother Calico, from my side.
I couldn't catch that. What you say, bro?
Are you getting some echo? Echo or some sound from my side?
No, well, I ain't worried about echo.
Okay. So, yeah, that means like India. Okay.
Yeah, because I know you drive.
You go.
Yeah, we having a little technical difficulty. Right. But I guess I'll just bring it down. I guess I'll bring it down to you. To you done traveling. You know what I mean, brother?
I don't know. Yeah, you carry on. You watch.
Yeah, I'm gonna get him called up.
Like somebody's bullying you.
Y'all smash that like button for me. I appreciate you.
Greenery, fatty fish. You see?
Yeah, but back to it. Like we've always heard of Indo-Europeans. The Indo-European is obviously, as you can read, is the Indian European. Exactly what it is. Like, this is something this. Right?
Yeah, bro. Calico, so when you call India, right?
Yeah.
So So you got like three words stuffed into India, right? In, it's like you're inside. T. So you spell it T-H-E-D. T. So inside D you have D and H-E. So it refers to the Maasai. most of the time, like India. India is like the name given to the Mosai in many religions. So this word is like a special word given to a special people or a special country. So it's nothing like you say India. It's like East Indian, West Indian, Native Indian. It's like they are referring to a particular race of people. This is what about the history. That's of my research.
Yeah, I agree. And even we say Indo, you know, the O also represents the same thing as Yah, the sun.
Yeah.
So it's, you know, it's always been so many ways. But like you said, the IA is Yah. Just like we'll see Mariah or Maria. You know, we're not familiar with knowing that means Yah.
India, like it got like Yah. That means like you got Yahweh. It's like it's the most high. That means like some traditions refer to the most high. Regarding that name, Hindi, T means when you spell D, T-H-E. So T means it is referring to a word, and whenever you say D, it's like the base like in our tradition, like what you say, African American, we don't write T-H-E, we write D-Ye, Da, right? That means like T-H-E always refers to the Most High, because after the T we have E-H-E. It refers, that is a code word inside the D. So whenever we're writing a proper noun or something, so let's say we write D, the Most High, like we say. We don't say it's like you say. That means when you find something big, you have to write T-H-E in front of it in English grammar. So India, so that's what it's coming out of from.
So watch this. When we study language.
This is one of language. Yeah.
You know, we really gonna be dealing with Afro-Asiatic.
Afro-Asiatic. That means like
like they said, Indo-European.
Well, people were ruling Asia, or people were ruling Europe, everywhere. Yeah. Before there were like some kind of British, or before there was some kind of Spanish, or like some Portuguese, whatever. How people were there, right? You record history everywhere. Even in Rome, like before the people who are ruling, who the people were ruling there. Like you got everywhere. Like the colored people or like the copper skin people were ruling everywhere. That means like some change of hands and some tactics happened, or you find the slaves ruling as masters, but still the master is master, and then the two kingdoms like the British kingdom and the Roman Catholic and this and that, they still try to keep hold of their words or of the kingdoms now, which is stopping of people from again what you say to come in front and like to what you say to rule or to take hold of the government, current government. So that's what I feel at the moment.
Yes, sir. And see, I want the people to know this language. Because this is the list of Afro-Asiatic languages. And this is a list of every language that we consider European. Right? And it's showing that they're all a part of the Indo-Hittite language family. So another good word for Indo or Indian is a Saracen, right? The Saracens were always considered like the most wisest people to Europeans. Europeans honored the Saracens for the intelligence and everything they ever brought to Europe. So these are the Indians or the Indo-European. So all of this come from Indo-Hittite, and Indo-European is directly from Indo-Hittite, and Anatolian is a branch, a branch off of Indo-Hittite. And then, that's when you start to see Etruscan, Lydian, Carian, Lycian, Pelic, Luvian, and Hittite. Now these, you better bet your bottom dollar, were, of course, pure Dravidian stock Indians, like dark Indian or Indo people, right? Indian people. Saracens, right? We know the Etruscans were dark. We know these are the original Europeans, who we call the Etruscans. And from all of this Indo-Hittite to Anatolian to Indo-European is when you start to get Celtic, Irish, Albanian, the list goes on and on and on. And on and on, right? So
that means like Hittites maybe in India, because like when you say like there are some enemies to the Israel, there are Hittites, Syrians, Malacca. The five enemies like which are mentioned in the scriptures or in the holy book, and Hittites are one of those races. Like they're always being mentioned. So Indo-Hittites, I don't know, because we got to do a bit of research like who the Hittites actually are. Amalekites. It's like, Amalekites. So if I can pronounce it right, Amalekites. Yeah, they're one type of people, Amalekites. And five races. They were always fighting Israel, and they were like there. So that means like I don't know what Indo-Hittite means. This is the first time I was hearing the term Indo-Hittite, and because I heard a lot of times, like in my regional language they call it Hittite. So they may be some kind of like when I saw certain reels about, I was curious who these people are. Maybe we have research, but it's not much. That means like these people are like some I found some things, but now I did not do much research on it. Amalekites. These people were like they were attacking Israel. It's like without that means what do you say? Sudden attacks. So without informing, Amalekites were attacking Israel, and the Israeli camps it's like what do you say? A sudden attack without informing or whatever they were doing it. And Hittites, these people were also attacking Israel. So these are some races of people. So I don't know whether Hittites are in India or how they look like or whatever about that.
Well, you know, a lot of people don't know.
Well, you know, a lot of people don't know. That's okay.
You see, hold on. You can just unmute yourself when you need to talk. Well, I'm gonna say, brother. A lot of people don't know that Khufu and Khafre, who built the first pyramids right there in Morocco, or what we call in the Egyptian Empire, like they were Dravidians, right? Khufu and Khafre. So being that they were Dravidians, and we know that what we call in the Middle East now, that was also a part of the Egyptian Empire, and they're saying that these people were Hittites in what we call in the Middle East. So if they saying that the people of ancient Middle East, the Hittites, descendants of the Indo-Aryans, are credited with the invention of the horse-drawn chariot, which we see in Egypt. We see this everywhere. So they're saying these are really just Egyptian people, who are descendants. The Hittites are frequently mentioned in the Bible, but little background information is given about them. The article summarizes how the Hittite Empire and the Mitanni civilization came to be in their relationship to their common ancestors, the Aryans. We talking about the original Aryans, because like they say, the Indo-Aryans. We're not talking about no Germanic Aryans, we're not talking about them. We're talking about the original Dravidian, Aryan from India. So the Hittites came to the relationship to their common ancestors, the Aryans. It also gives, so these are the Sumerians. It's who the Hittites are. You feel me? It also gives a historical overview of the Hittite and Mitanni civilization. They're staying right there in Sumeria, and they're descendants of the Aryans. So they're Sumerians, they're semi-Aryan, they're half Aryan. The Indo-Iranian or Indo-Iranic, Iran is just saying Aryan, or sometimes known as Aryans. This was a self-designated term, but has fallen out of popular use among scholars due to negative modern-day connotation. The Proto-Indo-Iranians are believed to be descendants of the Proto-Indo-Europeans. Right? They are believed to be the people of the Sintashta culture and the Andronovo culture on the Eurasian steppe that borders the Ural River and the Tian Shan. The Indo-Aryans were nomadic and pastoral. Indo-European people, Indian from the Indian Aryans were nomadic and pastoral. Indian Europeans, people who settled in South Asia after 1500 BC, they kept sheep, goats, cattle, and horses and worshipped Indra. Indra was a god known for fighting, feasting, and drinking. When the Aryans came into conflict with the Dravidian peoples, they're trying to separate the two. They're trying to separate Dravidians from Aryans, which ain't really making sense if you know the culture. You can ask this brother right here, but who were already living in the Indian Peninsula. They took Indra as their god. Eventually, they intermarried and united with the Dravidian people.
So that's what their way of saying they're the same. Indo-Aryans had to import horses because they didn't breed well in India. Cattle were the principal measure of wealth in the Aryan society. Centuries later, due to the religious belief of the Indo-Aryans' descendants, cattle would come to be seen as sacred and unfit for consumption. That's when it became more Buddhist, and the cow was sacred, like it was in Egypt at one point. The Indo-Iranians are frequently credited with the invention of the chariot, but this evidence believes that they underwent several waves of migration. Scholars believe that they moved from their homelands north of the Caspian Sea to the Caucasia, a region between the Black and Caspian Sea, Central Asia. So yeah. Yeah. All that upper Middle East area. They say the yellow area shows the steppe on which the Indo-European peoples are believed to have lived. They didn't live up here in the temperate forest and all that taiga. No. The Dravidian people live in Southern Asia. Yeah, all across Southern Asia. I mean, all the way. That would include even the Iberian Peninsula and all of that. But yeah. Brother Vijay.
Yes, like so that means like the information that I got like about Egyptians, like it blew out my head, like, because that means it may alarm so many people. Like the Egyptians were white. That's what the people were saying, and that's what the research mostly because their magic. Lot of our people like tried to do the Egyptian magic, but we failed. Right? Do you agree with me? And only people who are successful with Egyptian magic, Egyptian rites were white people, and America was based on the Egyptian masonry, right? Started by some white people who worked for Roman Catholic Church, who worked for Anglican Church, and who worked for the British government, right? This is what's happening, and our people got nothing to do with Egypt or no nothing, because that's what I felt like, because I was with the Egyptian scholars, and I was with the people who are researching about Egypt like for ages, and I too researched about it. So Patha, you say, the Creator God. What is meant by Patha? Patha means in Hebrew open. Opening means Patha. So you take a Hebrew word and say that is an Egyptian word, and you name a god after him, right? And that Egyptian magic or Egyptian fortune telling or Egyptian theories doesn't work for our people, and they had enslaved a lot of our people using Egyptian magic, which runs in Roman Catholic Church. Okay, it is the replica which runs in Christian Church. So that magic has been destroying us like for ages now. And I want to say that Egyptians were not. They may be white, right? They may be white, and they may be the people whom you are looking in America, right? So this is one theory. So you keep it in mind, because I did not see, but the facts are in front of our face, right?
Yep.
You see all the Masons? Yeah. We don't find any Freemasons to be black. No, we don't find them. Or how people doing Freemasonry in America. People behind the Freemasonry, the people behind all the occult, or the people behind all the symbolism and everything, they are like they are using like Egyptian black magic, just like they used it to enslave us during the time of during the time of Israel. which was enslaved by the Egyptians. They're using the same tactics, same slave masters, and same magic principles, black magic upon all people, the Hebrew people or the Hebrew people or the Jew, to enslave us and keep us enslaved and to kill us. Okay, so we got to cross the Red Sea from Egypt. So most of us are under enslavement by the same black magic which is being running. That means it has been discontinued by Moses, or it has been discontinued by some of our prophets, or it has been discontinued by the Jew or King David. But still again they revived it, and they're using against us by starting the religion like Christianity, Roman Catholicism, and all these religions and all this crap, Freemasonry crap, and acting against us, which are binding our feet to move forward. And I also feel like that means like the Egyptians were white. That's what I feel, and that's what most
Man, you know, it was generations dynasties, you know, like the late dynasties of Egypt were infiltrated, invaders. Like
that means, brother, the Calico, you guys see like okay, go on.
I was just gonna say,
if you say that infiltrated or something, like they've been conquered later stages, but the magic remains the same. But the hieroglyphics or whatever you say, they remain the same. They are with the original people, right? If our people were ruling Egypt, and if our people started that Egyptian magic or whatever, so on and so forth, why are that magic working for our people now? You tell me that.
I mean, brother, I mean, the same thing goes like even in your country, all the beautiful structures that y'all built, the same thing going for Egypt, same thing going for America. That magic may have had a part to do with that. It's never what you do, but how you do it. Now, I know what you mean, how the Pope is nothing but the Pharaoh. The Pope has imitated our science, and you know, it's all being manipulated and used against us. It's just a tool. It's just like saying a hammer doesn't have to be a weapon. It could be a tool. It should be used as a tool, So I'm sure that our ancestors, the further back you go, they used it correctly.
I mean, it's like, brother Calico, our people are so angry at them, are doing these things to our people. It's like enslaving us. It's like killing our kids, women, us, everybody, taking our land, taking our wealth and everything. And if we have that gene encoded in us, like Egyptian gene encoded in us, we would have jacked them there itself. But those original Egyptian people were white. That's what the conclusion is. I will give you some websites and everything. You can research them and find out. Because that is why they are successful in enslaving us even today, and they are successful in the magic, and they are successful in the black magic, in the occult, and in whatever they do. Because the Roman Catholic Church, and you are right that the Pope may be the Pharaoh, or the British King or Queen may be the Pharaoh. These people are successful in their magic, so we have to take them out. So this is the witchcraft running through everywhere where our people are. So we are under them, and mostly Egyptian magic runs through the Roman Catholic Church, which is enslaving most of our people, which has managed to enslave most of our people, and the Roman Catholic Church is like was responsible to bring different kingdoms out, different religions, or different different sects of people into our neighborhoods or into the world, and they were doing it successfully because they are the they are the, what do you say, descendants of Egyptians. As simple as that.
Yeah, I'm like I say.
I'm like I say.
Ptolemy Soter was the first Caucasian to sit on the throne. We know that the real Egyptian, the ancient Egyptian, you know, the mummies, the pharaohs had dreads. So at one point it was the pure. But once Ptolemy Soter and Caesar and all of these people invaded, you know, once we started worshiping Cleopatra, the world was over. You know, as far as Egypt is concerned.
Yeah, the very Egyptians were, that means as our Torah Tanakh says that Egyptians were heavily.
I know you're not saying European or Caucasian.
Khufu and Capri. I mean, like I did not comment, but like I heard like the word Capri, but I don't know much information about it. But like as the personal, that means things are in front of my face these days, in front of your face as well. Okay, so if we try the Egyptian magic, will we be able to succeed in manifesting? You tell me. Right? They are successful in manifesting the Egyptian magic. The Roman Catholic Church, the Protestant Church, the Pentecostal Church, the Baptist Church, the Mormon, the KKK, whatever you name them, the British Queen, everybody were successful in manifesting the Egyptian magic, and we were becoming the spectators. We became the spectators as well as we became the victims of that magic, right? And the Most High made us to witness it, right? The Druids, dreadlocks.
So yeah, you know, that was gonna be the next video. But I do want to touch on real quick that so basically dreadlocks comes from druid locks. It's druid locks.
Yeah. It's like they caused a lot of problems to the Britishers who came to India, and that means like most of the people got dreadlocks here. We have dreadlocks in the UK or in England. The people, some of the people were in England, and they used to see that, and they came to India and they saw the same people here, and they said, oh, these are the Druids. so as they say, then they name the whole race like they say they are the Dravidian people, right? So when you call Arya, you say Arya, yeah. So they got the name of the Most High behind in their name. So right, so that's what it is. So it's what do you say? They are killing us. So we got to name ourselves differently. We got to keep our name secretly. All these things are happening, Brother Calico, in the society, or in the Jewish society, or in Hebrew society. So we have to name ourselves secretly. We have to stay secretly. We got to go to different places. We hand it over all our properties to the white people and tell them that you are my servant and I'm going somewhere else because these people are simply killing us because we are the Jews or we are the Hebrews. That's what it is. So even today, you see most of the organizations or most of the kingdoms run by people, but they may be the slaves of the Jews or the Hebrew people. That may be there, or I don't know, because this is one assumption which I give it to you, and and we have like yeah, uh, so yeah, we always keep our names secret, and these are things that we have to take care of all the time, because they are simply killing us for what we are. And yeah, brother.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna go back to this. Before we get it, I definitely want to complete this part, right? I'm gonna meet you right quick. Right? Because, like I was saying, the Indo-European. Indo means Indian. Let me make sure that's up on the screen. All right. So, like I say, Indo means Indian. Is what I'm trying to get at, right? Indo means Indian, right? So we use the term like Indo-European. So literally, it's always been telling you the Indian European. Like I said, another word for Indian is a Saracen. The Europeans refer to them as Saracens, right? So the Saracens are Moors. They're part of the Moors that invaded, after 7/11. And like I'm saying, these Saracens, these Indians, are the Indo, or the Indians that migrate, or that populated Europe. They're the original European, preferably up to this point, even up here where there's Yeezy. Boy, I'm gonna just say Yeezy. I'm gonna say Yeezy, right? Because we know that's who he is. So the Yeezy Kingdom, all the way up to that, even though that's not what I'm really going at. I'm going at this Indo-Scythian kingdom. Because we know places like Tartaria is in, the continent, right next to Europe. So these people have populated Europe. These Tartarians are swarthy, they're dark. You know why? Because they're Scythians. Tartaria was originally Scythia, like this name right here, right? And we're looking at the Indo-Scythian kingdom when Tartaria was lower, which it still really was. It was never very north. Tartaria, didn't quite go to like Siberia. No, it didn't. But the Scythian, or the Tartarians, originated right here, right above India. So this is Scythians. The Scythians are the Tartarians, right? Let me show you. I ain't really making it up. Can't do that. Can't do that. Nope. One second. Oh. Make sure there's crap. I think this might be towards it. Okay, let's get up here to Scythia, right? Let's see where it starts. And you know, if you need to say anything, brother, just say it, but you might have to just mute up after that because it's just the echo. I want the people to be able to get these words a little bit. But watch this. Let me see. Don't make sure I ain't missing nothing. All right. Even though I'm going back down, definitely where it says Scythia. But make sure, okay, we got Tartarian maps right here, right? Let me show you. Like I say, Tartaria. Olim, meaning old. Olim Scythia. Tartaria is old Scythia. Do you follow me? Tartaria is Olim Scythia. It's the old Scythia. Right? A while back, I ran into the map below. It always interested me why geographical names change, but we rarely get any explanation. This translation from Scythia to Tartary is not an exception. As far as I understand, it is impossible to estimate the true size of Scythia due to the lack of available information. But by that, I do not imply that it was bigger than Tartary. Right? Contemplating the origins of the name Tartary, you know, he ain't really getting in it. You know, I can give it to you a lot better than I read it already, trust me. But Tartaria is Olim Scythia. It's the old Scythia. Now let's go back to this image. So, who are they? They're Indian. They're the dark Indians. These swarthy Indians. Same thing they called in America. Because don't forget by Tartaria and their connection to America. Don't forget the Russians are credited with coming to America. And there was no Russia. It was the Rus. And they were Tartarians. They were swarthy Indians. Indo-Europeans. Indo-Scythians. Indo-Kush. Huh? Right? So, from here, they go up into Scythia. I mean, you know, into Tartaria, further up. Scythia grows up. Literally told you Tartaria is old Scythia. And I was actually going to touch on a place like these Yeezy or Yeezys. I'm just calling them the Yeezys. I have found some good stuff. Right. The Yeezys. Shout out to Yeezy. Matter of fact, I'll let that go. Let them talk. Let's see if they got no sense to clear it right. All right. Maybe they don't play it.
Yuezhi civilization, ancient nomadic people who once ruled Bactria. MessageToEagle.com. The first mention of the Yuezhi civilization can be found in ancient Chinese sources from the 2nd century BC. They are described as nomadic people living in the western part of Gansu province, northwestern China. Known by a Chinese named meat-eaters, a Chinese appellation, the Yuezhi was one of the numerous Iranian or Aryan nomadic tribes.
All right. So boom. You know they got the audacity to try to say that they are ethnically Caucasoid. Where you see a Caucasian at? These Yeezys, huh? The Yeezys don't look like Caucasians to me. You know what I mean? They're part of these Indos. You know, they're Indo-Europeans. They're Indian European. They're darker complected people, obviously. Right? The Yeezy engaged in many conflicts. They fought the Takarians, Scythians, and even the Han Empire in Central Asia. So they was in the middle, and they was about their life. They was in the middle of all them kingdoms, and they were putting up a fight. Right? Tribes of Scythians and Saka eventually established themselves all over Afghanistan. In time, the Yeezy consolidated and established a sedentary agricultural economy. A new dynasty known as the Kushan, was subsequently founded by one of the 5 chieftains among whom Bactria was divided. The Kushan kingdom survived for 3 centuries until forces from Persia, Pakistan, and India all reconquered their old territory. You see that? Reconquered. So this kingdom up here in Bactria, which is what we would call Europe or Asia. They reconquered. That means it was already theirs. Right? So I'm showing you that who are these dark-skinned people, who populated Europe. The original dark-skinned people of Europe were Indo. They were Indo-Europeans. So yo, brother Vijay.
Yeah, brother. It's like I've been watching all these things. Like, we were all over the place, and some came down to India. Most of them came down to India. Somewhere in Europe, somewhere in America, West Indies. You name the places. We were in Brazil, everywhere. Mexico, you name it. So, it's like, even like, it's like you say Indo, and India, was the name of the most out there, and you simply say Indo-European. That means you remove the name of the Mosai. You simply say that like, and you see the kingdoms established by Judah. In India, you have kingdoms established by our people, but you don't say their identity or whatever. These are these people. These are these people. You carefully look into the picture of Ashoka. You got three lion faces in the emblem of his kingdom. 3 lion faces. So the Judah, like, so. It is. That means, like you say, Judah is gone. Judah is not there. Jew is not there. They killed, but people will appear from the same tribe on and on, because we keep it intact. It is still intact by the Most High. No matter how you try hard, how hard you try to suppress us or to what you say, genocide, to do genocide, whatever. The Most High will make us live, will make us flourish, and will make the race going on, will make the tribe going on. So that means, like you've been saying, Scythian. So I've seen that directly the people named Scythian. They're not black or whatever. They're white, brother Calico, and maybe it's like I don't know, because because they are in they are kept in powerful position by the British Empire, and you've been telling about the Moors, and most of the Moors, they were responsible. They were what do you say, under the hood, or what do you say, in the back door. They were joining the hands with British Empire, Roman Catholics, and everybody to suppress us and to kill us, or giving them what do you say, tactics to suppress our own people. So you look into all those research and everything, because when you look at it, what do you say?
It's your brother Vijay. So what is
Yeah.
Kamala Harris doing?
Kamala means it's orange, orange, and it's like it got what do you say? It got our blood in it. So I don't know what she's been doing in America. I'm not following that much, but like she's there in the government. Like you see the President Joe Biden says, yes, Mr. President Kamala Harris, and then she simply says that okay. so I don't know what's happening there, but it's like that means it's like again it's like US elections, US elections, and President Trump again running for president. So lot of things will happen in the future, which will what do you say, which will lower the death rate of our people, or which will lower the violence against our communities, and which will make the communities grow and flourish as they were in the beginning. So that's what that means. Like that's what I'm looking into the future. That's what I feel will happen in the future.
They were
Yeah,
suppressing.
y'all got to be patient. He on the other side of the world, so the connection be up and down. But it seemed like the echo done finally left. I don't know what you did, but it's done fixed the echo.
Okay, it's stable.
Now you fixed it. Don't touch nothing. It's
Okay.
working. It's working good. I don't know if you see the question on the screen, because basically, it's broad day. It's morning time where you at. It's already daytime. So basically, you might want to start going live at nighttime. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because the people asking for your channel.
Record. Yeah. So are you able to listen to me, or the connection got lost?
Now I hear you. I hear you. I'm saying the people asking for your YouTube channel.
Yeah. That means like
Or I know your website is Naga Intelligence, right?
yeah. That means like my company website. I'm working on another website. Like it is one website. So I have my email IDs and everything. I will share it to you. So I will write the email ID so that they can reach me, and my phone numbers. All the time I'll be available. There's nothing. Nothing. That's like nothing. What you say, fishy or whatever I do. Everything is in front of people. So everything is public, and they can reach me easily, and they can call me, or what they can reach me through email. And I'm working on another website, and I run my own firm here in India. So yeah, things are happening.
Hey, but nah, you definitely probably gonna link up with him on Facebook. I just gave you that's his whole name. That's like me and the brother. Keep in touch. Peace to the gods. You know what I mean? Show. Do you got a YouTube channel, Brother Vijay?
Yeah, I got a YouTube channel, and I've been on Instagram. It's like Indian Judah 77. I'll be typing it here. Indian Judah 77. That's my ID, Insta ID.
777.
2 sevens, only 2 sevens.
All right. Yeah. Hey, most definitely. Since it like around the middle of the night, it be like the crack of dawn for you. Like the sun be rising for you. So it might be good if you go live at this time of night. Because some of us, you see, some of us be up, and everybody out here gonna subscribe to you. At least to build with you, and definitely pick your brain. Hold on.
So I typed in my Instagram account, like being on Instagram.
Yep. For sure. Yeah. I got my brother Real Rap in the building. Matter of fact, before we get out of here, let me drop the link just in case anybody want to come up here and holler at you.
Yeah, all right. So I'll be on Instagram, on Facebook. Facebook is Arikotla Vijay Santosh Kumar. So you search it and I'll be there. Okay. So
let me see, make sure if there's any other tabs that I want to search on. What event turns Scythia into Tartary? The Scythians, the Greeks' name for this initially nomadic people, inhabited Scythia from at least 11th century BC. That means 1100 years into BC. So that's over 3,000 years ago. To the 2nd century AD. And in the 7th century BC, we talking about Tartary. So that would let you know.
Like you see, like
Yuzi
kingdom. You've been talking about Yuzi. You showed the Yuzi kingdom in Europe. We all the time name or rappers, or no matter what. It's like Young Jeezy, Yeezy, right?
Yeah, exactly. They're doing it for a reason.
Yeah,
they do it all for a reason.
We got connection to that place or that kingdom. Jeezy is somebody like singing like Jeezy. It's like that means the people running the show knows everything, right? So,
exactly.
Normal
what's this?
Public doesn't know, but they know.
Matter of fact, because you introduced me to this, I'm gonna show the people something, right? I remember, when it happened, you introduced this to me. Jewish Messiah crown, right? Let me go to this. Hold on. All right. Y'all see this, right?
Yeshua bin David. Yeah. There are many texts.
See his
people like.
No, see, I'm saying like we were just saying about the rappers, right? Because the Jewish people of Israel crowned the Messiah, and his name is Jeezy. Jeezy. You know what I'm saying? Jeezy-Yahu.
Yeah, Young Jeezy.
Yeah. So just like we got rapper Young Jeezy.
All the time name the rappers like it's used kingdom, like alarming, because I didn't know that like they used to a kingdom this like UE's like UZ Kingdom. So
Yep. Hey, I'm pretty sure. Matter of fact, yeah, we were the first ones who did a video on that because you told me when it happened, and I was like, "What?" We did a video that night. Hold on, let me look on my channel.
yeah, we are. That means like in India, the news, they don't hide the news, right? The government, the central government, whatever, they are very honest people. They don't hide the news, and every information would reach people, and that is the reason why some information I get, and like in America, they're not telling everything to the media or whatever. The media control is so much in America that they don't know what that means. Like that means it's not a criticism, but they don't know what actually happening in Ukraine or what's happening in Russia. Like some information is being tampered with, and the time it reaches America, you see a total different story in America. Even though you have what do you say, all the big news agencies or news channels, whatever.
Yep. That's one of the first videos we did right there. The real Dravidians look like me. But I think, yeah, I got that video that we did. I got it unlisted because I'm just coming off my strikes, and I thought that video, they might hate me for it. Since them Jews, and them Jews on a spree right now. They're on a tear. You know what I mean? They shadow banning more people than, you know what I'm saying? They shadow banning more people than just me. You know what I mean?
See the grandmother, old grandmother, is like she's walking back. She's walking, holding it. Yeah. Phone la mada. Bana.
All right. Let me touch on these Scythians right quick before I get out of here. Matter of fact, I'm gonna look at this map so they can see that up close. So a Strachan looks like, obviously that's Etruscan. Right. So Tartari, like they say, Caesar Matium Asiaticum Bratumque Scythia, veteran comprehended. Yeah, the veteran comprehended it. You heard me? That's me. The veteran comprehended. But anyways, let's see. That's a marina. A mariner, like, a marine, marina. Mariner. Right? $15.98.
Like you say UEZ Kingdom, right? And
Yeah.
we got like rappers, Young Jeezy, and we got like a weapon, Uzi. Everything you see, everything is like like coinciding.
Yeah. They don't.
It's like a full circle.
It's deep.
They named the weapon like Israeli, what do you say, semi-automatic weapon, Uzi, lightweight weapon.
See, and this is what people don't understand. Tartaria was Western Asia. So that's all the Afro-Asiatics, number one. Afro-Asiatics are Western and Southern Asia. So on the eastern side of Asia was the first, what it says, Christian kingdom. That's what is regnal or regent, meaning the king or crown, the kingdom. of Argon. This Christianorium, that means Christian. This old Christian kingdom of Argon. The first Christians were Asian or Asiatic over here in Argon, which was pretty much next to Tartaria. But I believe they were behind the Great Wall of China. So these were Turks at this point. The Turks ended up becoming the Chinese. Turkey was actually up here in this part of the world. Turkey was right next to Tartaria. I don't know if it's on this map. Probably not on this map. And I'm already familiar, so that's why I'm telling you what I know. I could put it up, but I want to finish Sicily. That was a good Preston John information right there. I could have got it. Right here, Argon again. Christianorium or Christianorium, Christian. Olim, once again, meaning old. Regnal, meaning like a region or the royalty, the kingdom of the Presbyterian Lois and Afia Edat and D. Thomas of Infinite, Infinitum, a virtue of Roma, right? Boom, I ain't even gonna go through all of that. Oh, you say African Rome. Trying to say the form of African Romans, obedient and antique Gothams. Huh? So that's just like with Batman with all that Gotham stuff. They be stealing. They be stealing. So, right? Let me get back down to Sydney. We're talking about the battle. Okay. That was easy. All right, Scythia. Related narrative is so ambiguous and convoluted that reading it requires tons of effort. Scythia was a region of Central Eurasia in classical antiquity, occupied by the Eastern Iranians, Iranian Scythians. Iranians, they're saying Iranian, but these were Sumerians. Iran is just another way to say Aryan. Eastern Sumerian, Scythian, Indo-European, encompassing Central Asia and parts of Eastern Europe, east of the Vistula River, with the eastern edges of the region vaguely defined by the Greeks. The ancient Greeks gave the name Scythia or Greek Scythia to all the lands northeast of Europe and the northern coast of the Black Sea. During the Iron Age, the region saw the flourishing of Scythian cultures. The Scythians, the Greek name for this initially nomadic people, inhabited Scythia from at least the 11th century BC to the 2nd century AD. In the 7th century BC, the Scythians controlled large swaths of territory throughout Eurasia, from the Black Sea across Siberia to the borders of China. The Scythians controlled large swaths of territory throughout Eurasia, from the Black Sea down bottom across the Black Sea, across Siberia to the borders of China. So yeah, stand corrected. They owned all of that. Its location and extent varied over time, but it usually extended farther to the west and significantly farther to the east than it is indicated on the map. Some sources document that the Scythians were energetic but peaceful people. Not much is known about it. Yeah, right. By the 3rd century AD, the Samaritans and last remnants of the Scythians were dominated by the islands, were being overwhelmed by the Goths. By the early Middle Ages, Scythians and Samaritans had been largely assimilated and absorbed by early Slavs. That's when you started getting the Slavs and what we call Russia. The names of the Scythians survived in the region of Scythia. Early authors continued to use the term Scythia, applying to many groups unrelated to unoriginal Scythians, such as Huns, Goths, Turks, Avars, Khazars, and other unnamed nomads. Let me show you something about this language. And this is some art from the Scythians. You know, it said they don't know much about them, but they know that they weren't no wanksters. They weren't no slouches to be able to build horses with wings on them all up and down, dependent inside and out. Come on, man. Whoever did that, they was getting that bread. You know what I mean? They deserve an arm and a leg. Some maps of Scythia. We'll come at it. I just want to show you. And they saying the Scythians said to have been a son of Hercules. Hercules is the son of Zeus. Hercules or Heracles, you know, the town that's now on the water, it was an Egyptian town called Heraklion, meaning the city of Hercules. Right? So Hercules was an Egyptian. I've been proved that a long time ago in the video. So the Scythians of Scythia or Tartaria on maps, it even says, is a part of the Egyptian Imperium or the Egyptian Empire. So Hercules being an Egyptian, the Scythians being, you know, Scythe being the son of Hercules would make him an Egyptian also. That's what his dad was. Begotten of a monster, from whom the Scythian nation was affirmed by the fabulous Greeks to have taken their name, but not to be the descendant. The history seems to have been invented by the Greeks for no other end but to fully the origin of the noble and warlike Scythians. Right? Boom. Right, let me show you. Make sure y'all get it right. By others that we have said, this island was anciently called Scotia. So what we talking about? We're talking about what's called Scotland. From certain colonies brought hither from Scythia to Radolf of the Sato about the year 1185. Region says he quadum dic consider Scythia. You see how it's spelled in all its different ways. Scythia, Scytta, Scytius, Scotius, Scotus, Scotia, from a certain country called Scythia. So Scotia, Scotland, the Scots, all coming from the Scythes, the Scythians, Scythians, Scotus, Scotia. Don't believe me, even though I looked it up for you. Go look it up some more, find it, prove it wrong. It's in the right. That the name of the Scythians remains at this day in the Scots. The learned know how common the name of the Scythians is among the ancient writers, and it is a received opinion of the most diligent inquirers into the antiquities of Ireland, that the European of Celto-Scythians or Celto-Scythians, divers times sent colonies into Ireland to Nennius, the Briton, who flourished in the year 850. Yeah. So this is the same path they'll tell you Eric the Red, who was one of these Indo-Europeans, who was a Russ, who was a Tartarian, first went to Scotia. He went from Scythia to Scotia. He went from Scotia to Iceland. He went from Iceland to Greenland, from Greenland to the Americas. America coming from Eric the Red, the Scythian, the Tartarian, the Scotians, the one who traveled the ocean. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's pretty much everything I wanted to bring. You know, Indo means Indian. And that can pretty much be ready to complete that. Right? Let's see. Just in peace to you, though, brother. Everybody, just pulling up, and we'll watch this later. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like. This is crazy because I just followed your channel. Woke up at 3 a.m. and now you're streaming this. This must be a sign because I think Judah is India, huh? And we coming back in the 4th generation. That's real. Because the brother, hey, you know what I mean? That's a hell of a connection. Because like you see his handle is Indian Judah. And then like you said, India is Judah. Right? Or should I say Judea? You know what I mean? India, Judea.
It's like when you look at the symbol like Ashoka symbol of Ashoka Chakra or registration symbol, you got like three lions, like that is the symbol of Ashoka, emperor. So the same symbol is still now on our currency and everywhere. Everywhere it's like the same symbol you see. It's like still running. So it's under the hood or it's like yeah, it's like when you open up the when you open up, so it's in the cards and everywhere. So it's like registration cards and everywhere. The lid show here, like you see it. You see, I gotta zoom it on the card.
Yeah, you gotta move it to the left a little bit. Or to your right. Till you move it to move that way. Come close.
There's a logo. It's like in the middle.
In the middle,
like Government of India. So that logo.
Turn the card. Turn the card a little
like,
bit. Yeah, I see it.
There's a lion logo. It's like 3 lions. It's a Judah symbol.
Okay.
On the Government of India. It's like you can show it to the people like Indian registration symbol or Ashoka Chakra. It's like it got the police badge got that symbol. Every policeman got that symbol, right? I don't know, like maybe it's the Mosai or the people running in the background, the governments of India. So they got that symbol like Judah in the background. So that's there, always there. Maybe here's another card. Let me show it like here. No, they don't have it here. But this is the registration permanent account number. So this card got like Judah symbol on it.
You see it on TV, on the screen?
Yeah. So it got the Judah symbol. 3 lines, 3-faced line, 3-faced line. It's the symbol of Ashoka. If you type in like symbol of Ashoka, it will.
You see it? Do you see it? I got it on the screen.
All right. I'm watching.
Yes, sir. For sure. Hold on, what happened to my screen? That's crazy. My bad, y'all. My bad. I'm over here enjoying it by myself. But yeah, that's the symbol. And I guess the brother dropped off. He'll probably come right back up. For sure. But y'all know it's definitely been real. And I hope I got my point across. His brother back. Yeah, that's that's my bad. I got that's it right there, right?
That's the symbol. Judah symbol everywhere in India. So that's what it is. Like the symbol doesn't go. The symbol is always there under the hood. Like it is there. It's Judah kingdom somehow, and you cannot go without that symbol forward. It's like you say, like the angels running the nations, or a guardian angel to every nation. So some nations have to be run that way. So I'm glad that they got the symbol up and going. You see, Satyameva Jayate. In Hindi, they write Satyameva Jayate. Jayate, that means truth reigns. You see, that means like the Judah people had got that symbol inflated into the what do you say? The Indian flag, or Indian kingdom. Yeah, Satyameva Jayate. So truth reigns. So this is something like what you say in Torah, Tanakh. So this is what our people are. It's all about. Three-faced line. Yeah.
Yep. So the lines of tribe of Judah, huh?
Yeah. So it's all over there. So they were afraid of that Emperor Ashoka. It's like he simply used to like he's the master swordsman. That means he used to use the sword and kill. That means in the war he used to kill like 30, 40, 50 people, 70, 80 people at a time. So they were very afraid to go to war against this king Ashoka, who got this symbol.
So what about Narasimha? Is Narasimha the lion of tribe of Judah?
I don't know, but that's coming from the mythology of in India. So I don't know the origins and everything of that. So there are 10 avatars of the god or of the Most High. So one of the avatara is Narasimha. So it's like Nara means human, and Simha means lion, human lion.
Yeah.
So that's what they call, and they name a lot of people Narasimha because some people like who are what to say active or who are strong, their parents name them Narasimha. So regarding what you say, their beliefs and everything. That is one of the avatars of the Most High.
Yep. So could Vishnu be Yahweh or Yah?
I don't know, Brother Calico. Those are all mythologies, and we have like Vedas, which have been found in the forest, and we don't know the writers for the Vedas. And we got mythologies in India like Rama and Mahabharata and all these things.
So how old are the Vedas? How old are they?
Yeah, I read Vedas. I read Vedas, Upanishads. I read all the time. Like, I also know the slokas. So Sanskrit. I know the Sanskrit is also a language which I know. Obviously, that's what I learned in school. It's like you learn French, Spanish. I learned Sanskrit. So I read Upanishads. I read Vedas. There's Rig Veda, Adharma Veda, Sama Veda. There are four Vedas, and Adharma Veda is like it's all deals with magic. So I read all those
Hey,
Vedas.
watch this. Hey, watch this. If Vishnu is Yahweh, then Narasimha would be the lion of the tribe of Judah.
I clearly don't know, and I don't need. I don't have any associations to make on that, brother D Calico, and I did not what do you say, just like study them like that is mythology, and you got Vedas on the other side, which the priests, the Brahmins read all the time. Vedas, mantras, Upanishads. These are hymns. Upanishads are hymns. Just like you got like Psalms. Psalms are mesmers. So this is all Indian culture and Indian literature. So I that means I studied them. So Vishnu is the preserver, Shiva is the destroyer. So Shiva means 7 in Hebrew. So nothing is like you got all the dots to connect and a lot of dots to connect. So that's what it is, brother D Calico. So there are a lot of connections to the Hebrews or the Hebrew people or Hebrew people to India. So there have been a lot of what do you say?
How much time will you spend at the car?
So I'm coming. So there's like there's Vedas which are not mythology, which deals with reality and real
Knowledge.
magic.
Yeah, knowledge. Yeah,
Real
Vedas,
knowledge, Vedas. So
Yep.
in Vedas you got like they offer like all the rituals. You got like a lot of rituals which they offer in Hindu religion and tradition. That's you find it in Vedas, and that just like Greek mythology, just like Roman mythology, just like we got Indian mythology, which deals with Ramayana, Mahabharata, and, which deals with characters and everything. So why that means I read Vedas, and one of the Vedas is Adharma Veda. Adharma Veda. So if you got like some time, you can go through it. So it got like what do you say? Just like it's like some kind of magic book or something. You read. That's what I found out like while reading Adharma Veda. This is like dark. What do you say? It's like some things which they have written in that way, and all the Vedas. Yeah, I found them interesting. So that's a nice read. Yeah.
So, hey, but you know the people definitely feeling your and I ain't gonna lie, I hope to see you go live like in the middle of the night. Well, for us it'll be in the middle of the night. For you, it'll be the beginning of the
We got 12 hours. So it's 3 p.m. in the afternoon here.
Wow.
3 p.m. in the afternoon. So I'm there with my mother-in-law house. It's like with my kids. This is the forest area. I also live in the forest area, so you can see a lot of greenery everywhere. Yeah. So you're in the middle of the night, brother D Calico. So yeah, 3 a.m. It's 3 a.m. Okay.
But you already know anytime, man, you link up, I don't mind, man. You know what I mean?
All right, brother D Calico, nice talking to you. So
yes, man. You already know.
Nice talking to you, and like it's like it will be nice if we talk with PNF, Dark Lord, and Bruce.
Yeah. He was in the chat too. The brother Dark Lord. He was in the chat earlier too. There you go.
Oh, it's a
earlier when he was
right.
he was the first one commenting. He said we doing it the shadow hour. I'm pretty sure the
All right.
brother. Yeah,
All
we
right.
definitely we all gonna link up. Trust me, because
All right.
yeah, PNF, Real Rap, and Lord Damien. Yeah, we all definitely ready to build with you. Trust me.
Yeah, you got to visit this place once. You got to visit India because you've been going a lot of places. Like you can come here, visit here. You can stay here for some time.
I'm gonna wanna live down there, man. I ain't gonna
Yeah,
wanna
you
leave.
can come and live. Obviously, yeah.
You know, for real. I'm gonna get lost in the sauce.
Sure, brother Calico, you can come here, and a lot of people, local people, will make friends with you, and you always have, yeah.
Man, I'm gonna take my shirt off and blend right in with everybody else, man.
Yeah. You can blend right in.
For real. You feel me? I ain't gonna be the only one with long locks. You feel me? Gonna be a lot of us out there.
You got a lot of people with locks here, so there's nothing new or whatever here. So.
Yep. But hey, we definitely appreciate you, and we gonna let you and your beautiful daughter, go have y'all a good time. Finish, doing what you got to do. But we definitely gonna link up any other time. Matter of fact, I got the other video already lined up. So.
All right, brother Calico.
Hopefully we'll do that other one, tomorrow or the next day. About the druids being the Dravidians and
dreadlocks
and warlocks. Yeah, I had dreadlocks.
And dreadlocks.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. You already know it. Until next time, brother.
Yeah, peace. Shalom.
Shalom.
Yes, brother.
Shit. Let me see if I can find this music. Give me 1 second. Should already had one in the chamber, but coming right up. Yeah, this has definitely been Indo means Indian. I feel like I definitely proved my point. I always had been thinking that. I'm like, hold on, Indo. I've just been doing research for a couple months on it, so I'm like, yeah, I feel like doing that tonight. You know what I mean? Because we know we use terms like Indo-European all the time. We say these things, but we don't know. We just didn't quite know enough. Basically, I'm rapping everything all the way around the world. We're gonna show you why we saying the Moors all around the world. Y'all seen how dark the brother is. The brother is a Moor, and I'm not saying it for him. He'll tell you himself. He'll tell you they are Moors. He's like, we come from Mu. Over here, they have Lemuria. So he's, he's a Moor because the true Indian or Hindu or Dravidian come from Lemuria or the Lemurian dynasty. Lemurian meaning Moor. You feel me? So the Lemurian dynasty. Get familiar. East and West Indian, same people. especially when you're dealing with me. You know, that's the motto. Let's see where we head now. Yeah, we can just get back. It's been real. I definitely appreciate y'all.
We're kings and queens, and we're free, not dumb. As long as there's breath in me, guarantee we'll have it all.
Everything down to a king's piece. And that's one reason she shouldn't put on a mean face. And you can tell her mama she had a queen's plate. I extinguish your life for drama, just lean on me, okay? I came to instill some honor, at least in the black race. You pause like 3 commas and put on your tag face. You give that badge no honor, I put on my disgust face. Now I see why your ass is on corners and put us on court's case. Well, I have one last word for your honor. You should abhor hate. We all come from poor states. You wanna put us on a poor place? Prison is slavery. Modern day, I guess that's why blacks are the leaders of the poorest place. They're trying to kill us like mosquitoes, but they the vampires today. The devil rapid fire in his hate. Is it best if we hide away? They pray we die while we meditate. The world is mine because the meek shall inherit this place. It's apparent we were born this way. Join when the chorus sings. Yeah.
We're kings and queens, and we're free, not dumb. As long as there's breath in me, guarantee we'll have it all. We're kings and queens, and we're free, not dumb. As long as there's breath in me, guarantee we'll have it all.
Achievements are what's appeasing. Instead of dying for nothing, let's live for a reason. I ain't deaf, dumb, or blind. I come to lead you. Hip hop to see for its people. It's really deep, bro. Open your third eye. First, what you sleep for. They wanna creep us, delete us into extinction. They have no distinction unless you're pink, son, or yellow belly, which means your pussy full of the chicken hearted. Either way, you can't be in this army. We even took note from some of Marshall's artists. If our army was a mountain, it'd be too steep for you to crawl this. Because our central command will be in the sky. Born with no wings, but living like we was born to fly. We have no demands to God, so everything's supplied. If knowledge and wisdom is what you want, guaranteed we'll have it all. Yeah.
We're kings and queens, and we're free,